Hello, today's Google tip is all about creating a custom search that would be particularly helpful for teachers who have young students and want to limit what they find on the internet. For example, when I search for Pluto, I get a lot of information here. However, this is going to be very difficult for students to be able to sort through and figure out. This first link here goes to Wikipedia, and the language on this site is not very kid-friendly, especially if you're working with younger students. So today's tip is all about how to use Google's custom search engine. That's google.com/CSE. Before you get started making your own custom search engine, the first thing you're going to want to do is list a bunch of web pages that you want your students to be able to use. So up here, I have gone and found a bunch of websites that are science related that would be helpful for my students to be able to use. What I want to do first of all is make a list of all of these websites, and you can use as many as you want. So I want to copy this and paste it into a text document. Now I've already done that, and I have all of these websites listed here. So I'm going to use that to go back and use as my custom search engine. So I'm going to go back to google.com/CSE, and I'm going to create a custom search engine. I'm going to call this Science Sites for Students. And you can give your search a description if you'd like. Science websites that are appropriate for younger students. I want my results to be in English. Now, these two options are important. I'm going to leave mine set at the first one, which says only the sites that I select. That means all of the search results used by this search engine are only going to be the websites that I identified. The second option will choose anything on the internet, but it'll put your list on the top of the results. But for younger students, I don't want them to be able to see everything. I only want them to see my selected list. So here's my selected list again. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it in this box right here. All right. Like I said, you can use as many as you'd like. Just make sure there's only one address per line. And then scroll down. They have two editions. Standard edition is free, but will have advertisements. And the business edition costs money, but there is a way to get it free for schools. I haven't looked into how to do that. Make sure you select that you agree with the terms of service, so you may want to read those, and click on Next. This gives you the option of testing your search engine to see what the results will look like. So as you can see, it only uses those kid websites that I had selected before. That Wikipedia site that was first on the last list doesn't even show up. That looks good to me, so I'm going to click down here on Finish. You can see it'll also send you an email to let you know the link for your web page or your site. All right, here I have the two sites that I've created so far, the two search engines. And you can see that the Science Sites for Students is here. All you do is click on that, and this is your custom search engine. Now you can use this website address up here to use your custom search engine, but you can see it's pretty long. So if you were going to do that, I would suggest you use something like Bitly to make a shorter web link for you. But there's another way to use it that I think is more helpful. If you have a class website or a blog that you use, or even a Moodle site, what you can do is embed this search directly onto your own page. All you do is add this search engine to your blog or web page. This is what it's going to look like, but you can customize it here if you'd like, changing the title, how wide, how high, and the kind of border it has, any kind of the details you want to change. And you can see it changes it up here as you go. Once it looks the way you want it to look, you're going to get the code. And it gives you a little bit of a HTML script here. So I'm just going to select this, copy it, and then go to my blog. And I have a Blogger site here. So this is going to be my custom search engine example. If I click on Edit the HTML, and pretty much any site, Moodle or Blogger or any page that you use gives you the option of editing HTML. You just paste that in there and then save your post. Oh, I used that same web page name before, so I have to try something else here. Search engine example. Save. And then when I view my post, there is my custom search engine all set up and ready to go for my students to use in a safe way. I hope that helps you keep your students safe on the internet and using your custom searches. Thank you.